Hi everyone. So last week I was a little busy and I wasn't able to create a new video. But today I'm a little bit more free and I was thinking about making a video on the how the Baha'i faith describes the human being, like the nature of a human being. I know, like in other religions, like Christianity, they say that humans are born sinners, I guess. That's sort of like what they're taught, but that's a little different for the Baha'i faith. It's a bit different. In the Baha'i writings, Baha'u'llah really like has in all of the places in the Baha'i writings, you see that the nature of a human being is that of nobility, and so nobility is really the true nature of who we are as human beings. So we're not born sinners, okay? We're not born bad people. We're not innately bad, but obviously we come into this world and we sort of adopt the negativities that come with it, by others, by society, by the influences of other people around us. And so I just wanted to sort of read a writing from Baha'u'llah where he says that, "O son of man, veiled in my immemorial being and in the ancient eternity of my essence, I knew my love for thee, therefore I created thee, have engraved on thee mine image and revealed to thee my beauty." So you see, like here he says, veiled in his immemorial being. That means before. We can't imagine a time that there was no beginning, right? It's really hard. But let's just say there was a beginning. Let's just say beginning of our life, like my life, your lives. He knew his love for us from before even we were born. From as long as God has existed, which there was no beginning or end to God's existence. So he knew everyone who is created on this earth right now. He knew his love for all of us in the very, very start. If there is even a start, okay? To us as human beings, we have to think in terms of starts and ends, but there was no beginning, no end. So, but anyway, the special thing is that he knew his love for us from the start. And so he created us, and he engraved on us his image, okay? And he revealed to us his beauty. So one way that I like to think about what this means, that he's created us, like in the Bible, we know God says that he created us in the image and likeness of himself, right? So what does that mean? He even in Baha'u'llah's writing that I just read to you guys, it says he engraved on us his image and he revealed to us his beauty. So that means to me that he's talking about our soul. Our souls are somewhat like in his own entity, right? He created our soul because our bodies disintegrate when we pass away, so our souls are eternal. And so once we go to the next life, we will live on for eternity. So that means that our souls are his sign, the sign that sign of eternity, sign of perfection. And so when he says that he created us in his own image or something, I think it means that our souls act like mirrors, right? So the pure the soul is, the cleansed the heart, the to the extent that it's clean, it reflects the rays of the lights of God, like how a mirror reflects the rays of the sun and reflects the light, right? So God's names are kindness, all-seeing, all-knowing, generosity. He's generous, he's loving, he's patient, he is so many. These qualities are innumerable. So those are like God's rays, right? Those are not God. Like generosity isn't God, love isn't God, but those are God's reflection. So like the rays of the sun isn't the sun, but they are the reflection of the sun. They are what's emanated from the sun. And so we as human beings, we have the ability to show those, reflect those lights of God. We are able to be kind. We are able to be just. We're able to be knowledgeable. If we exert energy, if we exert a lot of time, and working towards excellence, we could reflect the lights of God. And I think that's what it means by He created us in His own image, because we have the ability to shine forth His light through ourselves, through our examples and through our service to others, and bringing about peace and security to the world. And one last quote I wanted to read is, "O son of spirit, noble have I created thee, yet thou hast abased thyself. Rise then unto that for which thou wast created." So he says that He created us noble, but we brought ourselves down. We degraded ourselves, right? And he says, rise up, like go back to what you're supposed to be, So let's say I have negative thoughts, or I argue, or I hate others or something. Those are degrading the nature of mankind or humanity in general. So we should rise up above those, petty, those petty things, those trivial things, and try to go back to who we are as noble beings, right? So like, for example, there is a lot of people in power, right? Like political power. And it's so easy for us to look at them and say, hey, that person is such and such, right? Like label them like, oh, this person is a bigot, or this person is a homophobe, or blah, 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 right? But the thing is, even if we say things like that, even if we say, oh, this person is racist, right? We're actually perpetuating racism. We're perpetuating bigotry by labeling or using the labels. I mean, obviously, these are real things. People are, I guess, these things. They manifest these negative qualities. But again, if we're all created in the image and likeness of God, or we're created noble, as I was saying, then even those people who reflect darkness, they are still noble beings, okay? They just haven't recognized it, or they haven't practiced or worked on, reflecting those lights so that their nobility becomes shown forth. And so it's very easy to just label people and say, this is that person, that's this person, and such. And we just, again, we're perpetuating this negative thinking, and we need to learn how to use language, use words in a way that brings about our true nobility, okay? So like, even in articles or in news postings and news outlets and magazines and all of these things that we are consuming day to day, they should not point to those dark side of people, because those are also real in some sense, because it is true that people like that exist who reflect negativity, but that's not going to help to allow us to sort of figure out who we are really, through the words that we use, through the way that we describe others. We should help them recognize their nobility. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if we can learn how to do that, that's even much more powerful than simply calling people this and that. That's just just perpetuating it, making it normalized when we keep using the same negative labels about people. And so anyway, we need to go beyond this labeling, negative labels of people, and find ways to recognize who we are as human beings. So I hope this was helpful. This is just some thoughts I wanted to share. Sorry it was a little long. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave some comment down below, share this video, and I just wanted to thank also people who have subscribed so far. I have 410 subscribers as of now. I'm looking forward to reaching 500 soon, and hopefully 1,000. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, then I will be able to go to YouTube conferences and perhaps meet people who are big YouTubers, who are well known and influential. That way I could be able to meet them and be more exposed and maybe collaborate with them in creating meaningful content. For now, I hope you guys have a good week. See you next time.